Good morning, guys. Twintuitive 717 here. I am back with another reading. We're going to dive right into the Divine Masculine's energy this morning, and we'll see what's going on with them, Divine Feminine. We'll see what they want you to know. It could be as they're waking up out of their sleep, they're going through their morning routine, and of course, you're on their mind. This connection is on their mind. You guys are most likely in contact. It could be, in little contact, a lot of contact. We'll see what the cards indicate here, but as they're waking up, it could be the morning drive to work. You are heavily on their mind right now, okay? We have reconciliation, so this could be someone's thinking about reaching out. They've been talking about this connection as well, and I feel like let your friends help you. Some of the advice they've been getting is, return back to that person's life, okay? Many of your masculines may be opening up about this connection to close friends and family for the first time. Another thing I'm getting to is some people may be telling them we know, you don't think we've known about this connection. This could be close friends. This could be, it could even be a sibling is what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing people say to this masculine, we've known, of course we know, and you should go after what it is you desire. That may be the advice they may be getting. I'm also hearing coworkers, so don't be surprised if some of them may talk about you at work, or they may have close people that they relate to at work, and that could be the only people that they could share this connection with, because their friends and family wouldn't understand. Or maybe your divine masculine could be, in a third party connection. It's not easy to bring up the connection to you with family and friends, or just friends in general. Someone could find out. But work could be a space where, no one knows them. Maybe, just they have this connection with people where it's unbiased. That's the word I'm getting. It's unbiased. They see your masculine just as your masculine. They don't have any ties to any personal family and friends. So they tend to bring up this connection with you a lot. Maybe work is when they're alone and they have time to connect with you or text you, and their coworkers might be like, why are you smiling over there? What are you doing over there? And I feel like they're opening up. They're opening up to people and saying, hey, listen, there's this person. There's this person on my mind. There's this person that I know. There's this person that I met. And I feel like if you guys are at a distance from one another, one of the things that they could be heavily contemplating right now is making some kind of return to your life, reaching out and letting you know, hey, listen, I think about you a lot, and the advice here is to reach out and let you know how I feel. If they could express to you how they feel, what would it be? So we have religious factors, okay? So your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so it may not be all of you, but some of you, this could be third party energy, okay? What stops them is oh gosh, it wouldn't be right. I'm in another relationship. I've always been taught that it's hey, once you get married, you stay married, you don't do anything on the outside. And that could be they want you to know that's what's been preventing them from reaching out. What else do they feel about this? What else do they feel about this? Release your ex. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Okay, so ever since they've been opening up about this connection to you, I feel like whoever these work people are, they're more aligned with the non-traditional beliefs around your masculines, friends or family or whatever the case is, okay? I feel like there's something about these conversations that it helps your masculines to open up their eyes from what they traditionally believe. They may be getting advice from people that says, hey, if you're not happy in that situation, then maybe you should leave that behind and do what makes you happy. And your masculines are whoa, I can't get a divorce, or I can't separate, and people at work, they may be okay, so what's your alternative here? You're gonna stay and obsess over this person from afar and just complain about it all the time, or yearn for them, or long for them. Sometimes you can't even focus at work. So what's your alternative? So this might be a time where they may be thinking about oh shit, is it time to release the person that I'm with? Because they can't get you off their mind, Divine Feminine. When they wake up, it's the first thing they think about is you. And I hear for somebody, they're this isn't normal. I'm waking up beside my spouse, and the first thing that's on my mind is you. Or I can't wait to go to the bathroom just to check my phone to see what you're up to. you know, someone's hearing like this isn't normal. Okay, what else are they feeling for you, or what other feelings are starting to develop for you? What have they been sharing with other people? Hang on, let me do that again, guys. What other feelings have been developing within this divine masculine's heart space for you? Okay, that's too many again. They could be all over the place. Because I feel like it's a big deal, right? Like if they have these traditional beliefs, they could be feeling all over the place in terms of like their energy is everywhere. They can't control their feelings for you, but at the same time, it's like, what am I going to do? Oh, they deserve love. So that could be a big thing for them that's on their mind, is that they feel something familiar with you, because reconciliation also reminds me of like past life energy, right? Like it reminds me of like, holy shit, who is that? Feels like coming home. Okay, you feel like home to me. Someone from your past is returning to your life. It could be a past life. Your energy just feels familiar to them. And I feel like the release your ex card is coming up, because maybe coworkers know they're unhappy. Maybe coworkers know that they deserve love. When they speak about you, they light up. And this could be stuff that coworkers are pointing out to them as well. Okay, like when they show up to work, their energy is just not as happy, or they're stressed out. And then there's days where it's like they're lighting up, and people might be like, oh, you must be in touch with so-and-so, or you know what I mean? Sometimes there's some days where this divine masculine's wishing they didn't say so much about you, because now it feels like everybody's watching you, or they're being expected to make effort towards this at a time where they could feel really nervous. Like big stuff is coming up. Okay, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. They may be being told to like stand up for themselves more. Okay, their love life is engaging to a higher level of commitment. Okay, the passion is there with you. When they flirt with you, they light up. That's why it says extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's why coworkers notice when they're in a good mood. It's probably because they're in touch with you. It's probably because they know that, you know, like they're in communication with you. Okay, they're being guided. Like this is some of the advice and help from others and support from others that they're getting, is like, hey, listen, you have to have self-respect. It makes you more romantically attractive. You're not happy in the situation that you're with. Or you're not happy in the situation that you're currently in, or with the person that you're with. We know this. We know you. Okay, I feel like, yeah, again, I don't know why I keep getting this, but they feel so frustrated. Like I keep hearing like they wish they didn't open up so much about you, but I feel like, you know, their friends had to come in some kind of supportive way. They're getting some kind of, you know, advice or support that's putting them in a position where they've got to choose their heart. Let's get through some of this heavy energy. What are they so doubtful and afraid of? There it is, more assistance from their spirit guides. Okay, but can we find out a little bit more though on like what is happening? Okay, so karma, balance, and justice. Ooh, twin flames. That's that reconciliation right there. Okay, so this intense, passionate connection from you is coming through as a reminder that releasing this is part of balancing the scales. They're not happy indeed, okay? Whatever kind of relationship that they're wrapped up in, this is the energy behind it. That's why they're so afraid. Okay, this person that they're attached to as well could be in this very cold, vicious Queen of Swords energy. It's problematic. That's why they're feeling like, hey, you deserve love. You light up and you're in this very joyful and flirtatious energy when it comes to the divine feminine. There's days where we know that you're not all there. And this could be the energy that they're in, that coworkers might feel like, hey, listen, you should get out of that. Like, get out of that situation. You're not the same person. Okay, so this is why people notice the connection between the two of you, because, you know, again, your divine masculine has spoken up about you. And I feel like this connection wouldn't have formed or clicked in the way that it did if they weren't experiencing this energy. And it feels as though the universe knows that whoever this masculine is, they really do deserve love, like true love. You know, they're just maybe lacking a bit of self-respect in order to recognize that or realize that. So this could be heavy stuff that's coming up for them in the mornings, you know, this week. as we go along. It could be heavy energy. They know that they may need to release the X and go towards what feels more passionate. All right, guys? So that's what I have for you for this one. You guys find me on Hipsy if you'd like a personal session, okay? Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next reading. Take care, guys. Bye.